Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play some more To Eat a God, because we have 2 more routes on the Arc 1, the Act 1 to do. Let's begin. And it's a Yandere dating sim. If you haven't seen my last video, it's a Yandere dating sim. Let's begin. In the garden, there are 7 symbols to which we must worship. Each one represents a concept linked to the creation of the garden. The symbols are entities generated by the creator to maintain the order and functioning of the garden. All beings born under the command of the garden have a limited connection with a representative symbol, depending on the day they were born. No one was born on Sundays. Sundays are a sacred day. If there's 7, so 2 of them were born on the same day. It is said that the symbols choose 6 people after the candle festival to consume them, in the hope that one of them is the reincarnation of the creator. And are we? Oh wait, no, we're the player. Your character's past doesn't matter. It's just another body for you to take. Something you already used to, I guess. Oh, yeah, and it's not just visual novels. Any game pretty much. Welcome to the garden. A place used as a test. A disposable place after finishing playing it. The game is simple. You must not let the other characters find out that your puppet is connected to you. Your puppet will be sent as a gift for the symbols, and you should act as if you belong there. Please do not do anything that's outside the civilizations, nor summon the name of the representative of the void. This is strictly prohibited. Well, you should have made that a warning last time, even more of a warning last time, because we went for him first, even if you are given the opportunity. Well, he told me that. He warned me, so I decided not to. Listen, don't do it. You feel yourself fall on a hard surface, which scrapes your knees. It's a sharp knock, which makes a strange echo in the place. You hear the sound of silverware being scrapped on a plate, and then dead silence. Something's wrong. Open your eyes. You look where you have fallen, and realize that you're on a table. You fall right on a cake, causing your entire hand and part of your knee to be stained with chocolate. Hey! You hear a voice behind you, and reflectively turn to see who it is. Our first Yandere meet. Even though we already played his route, started his route. In front of you is a man who looks back at you in amazement, and before you can ask what's going on, he interrupts you. You shouldn't be here. Yeah, I was supposed to be here. Oh wait, that was the last route. You have got to be kidding me. I can't believe the dispersion mechanism has broken down again. I have to do everything myself. There's no one here who's responsible enough to check if everything's in order. You feel like a visible hand grabs your body and plugs you into the void. Little by little, you sink into a dark void that envelops you. The sensation is strange, warmly strange. What the heck? There's no information about you. This can't be possible. Okay, so last time we actually did not try to escape. Even though, did most of his routes. I'm gonna try to escape and then go back and do the regular. Try escape. The instinct to flee and run kicks in, and taking advantage of the man's distraction, your legs start moving. Without waiting for the man to react, you run to the door in front of you. It's open. You arrive at what appears to be the main entrance. As you run, you feel like no one's chasing you. Looking back, you don't see the man behind you. You look ahead again, and the man appears in front of you, as if he had teleported. I'm sorry, I can't let you leave the domain. You feel him push you against the ground and fall with him on top. His left hand travels to your neck, while the other slowly paced on your heart. His hand pierces your ribcage easily, breaking your bones and organs. The last thing you see is how the man examines you closely. Your vision begins to blur. Did you just take our heart? Baden. What's going on? What's happening? I can't see the connection with your symbol. Apparently, you're not a subject. Pardon me, I was wrong. Welcome, I've been waiting for you. Mara said she will send them a new toy. The word toy doesn't sound right. You feel a small tingle of discomfort at the strangeness of the situation. But remember that you have to put on a good face. Act natural. Like you really belong here. After what happened the last one, I really hope you last longer. You really don't want to know what happened to the last one. Really don't. My name's Noel. Owner of the Void. Well, oh, nice to meet you. Before I leave, I need your name. What's your name? YN, of course. I'm YN. Welcome to the Void, YN. Noel extends his hand as you squeeze it tightly. In greeting, despite the seconds passing, he doesn't let you go. You feel how his gaze devours your soul. It seems like he was looking for something. Probably see if you're reincarnated or something. Look away. You look away. Can't stand the way Noel's eyes make holes in your head. Your eyes travel to where your hands are connected. You're the first to let go, causing Noel to snicker. I guess Mara gave you life and didn't explain anything to you. How neglected of her. Today will attend at the hotel. You will serve as a waiter in the dining room. Today, some symbols will come because they have a meeting at my hotel. If you serve them well, maybe they will take you as a apprentice. But now, you're just a toy, so be careful. The entity that calls themselves Noel touches your forehead, and you feel again how visible hands grab your lips to push you down, and with this, the ground swallows you in total blackness. Don't be scared, we'll soon reach our destination. Despite not seeing anything, you could feel like you're floating in the void. Out of nowhere, a strange presence is heard on your body, causing you to feel like you're falling. And sure enough, you fell on your hands on a cold floor. Very hard. You look around, and the place has changed into a kitchen that looks like it's for a restaurant with tomatoes and salad. You look around, and the place has changed. You no longer feel yourself in the same kitchen as before. But it seems to like kitchens very much. Now it's a larger one, similar to the kitchens that are in restaurants. We have arrived. You look to find Noel, who's standing next to you, but he doesn't look at you. Beyond, near the knives, there's a strange-looking person. Noel looks at him. Hey, Fams. The funny-looking man jumps when he hears Noel. When you look more closely, you realize that he's wearing a mask that prevents you from seeing his features. Mr. Noel, I thought you wouldn't come today. He doesn't sound very happy with Noel's arrival. I had a little problem. Does it have to do with the smelly creature next to you? Smelly, you tilt your head slightly to verify his statement, sniffing your armpits, finding that you don't even smell like anything at all. Something like that. Mr. Null, that thing smells like a human. I have to return them to the warehouse. You should check your sense of smell, fams. It's getting worse. Okay, smell me from the monitor. Is this the new toy that Mutter has sent to entertain the symbols? But the last one, completely broken by Quinku. I thought you and Mutter had agreed that no more would be made. That was because Quinku is an animal. He doesn't take care of things. But I guess Mutter can't leave Spectrum without his weekly meal. It's obvious you're burned by favoritism. In a way, you feel like you're the third wheel in this conversation. Because we are. It's not like you have much to contribute either. Anyway, I have faith in this creation. There is something different about it. Different from theirs. The only difference is that it reeks of a human. Maybe the 7 will like that. Fams leaves to go and search for a plate. When he returns, you can appreciate what is there. Noel does the same from his side. It's meat. Is it? What kind of meat is it? Noel looks at Fams with a smug face. If you let him attend the symbols, you might save one of the employees from losing their lives. Lately, the symbols have been acting displeased. Okay, you win. Now please stop interrupting my work. Noel detaches himself from Fams and begins to walk towards the door that appears to be the exit from the kitchen. I'll see you later. You're in charge, Fams. Goodbye. What idiot. Well, I need you to attend the symbols when they will arrive shortly. Meanwhile, prepare the table for them. Fam shows you the table where the symbols will come and explains that they're away from the normal public because they have important topics to discuss amongst themselves. But Fams has instructed you that the food must be set on the table before they arrive. And no one feasting. You are now unsupervised. Do what you're asked. We already found out what happens if we don't. You shouldn't risk escaping. It's better to do what you're asked for and act normally. You set the table very carefully. From time to time, Fams passes by to inspect how you're doing. Once he considers that you have finished setting the table, he calls you to the kitchen. He explains that you have to place the starter dishes and then wait for the symbols to arrive. While Fams prepares the dishes, he tells you that there's only 5 symbols that are coming today. Each one has intimidating aroma, and all are very prone to responding immensely to his workers if they don't like something. Especially Unum. He has those eyes that follow you everywhere. It's like he's one of our bachelors. Our love interest. I heard that those hides were taken from a quieter in a fight. I hate that brat. Once Fams finishes preparing the stars, he leaves them on the counter and quickly wishes you good luck. There are 5 dishes, but due to your lack of extra hand, you only take 2. 1 plate on each side. You walk the same route you have been doing, but as you approach the table, you see that there's something not right. It's not empty. Yay! From the shock, you almost dropped your plates. There's 2 people sitting comfortably at the table that are supposed to be here for the symbols. They look at you. Blonde, with a ridiculous crown, looks at you inspectorly, while the redhead smiles at you from ear to ear. Its teeth remind you of a shark's. There's a moment when none of them take the initiative or reacts. But the two of them don't seem nervous, because they're supposed to be here. It seems that they were waiting for your reaction, so they can continue their business. Let's ask them to leave. You can't let these people sit at the table that you reserved for symbols. You look at them again, and they're definitely not the 5 diners the fams described. Stilling yourself, you clear your throat before speaking to make your request. I kindly ask you to leave the table. It's reserved for special people. The redhead looks at you strangely, as if he didn't expect that response from you. We're gonna have a bad end. You have vision problems? The redhead asks you while looking at the blonde. Must be the surprise Noel had told us about. The blonde's voice resonates both around you and inside your head. A chill runs through your body. It's Mutter's new gift. It's now that you realize that there must be some of the symbols, and we just might be in the bad end. You don't know how to answer that, but you decide to look beyond the table and realize that no one's watching you with intense gaze. Can't I be the first to use them? No. Squirt bottle. We must wait for the others. They said that they would be late because Quinky was throwing a tantrum. We have to wait at least an hour. There's an awkward silence before the blonde breaks it. Between you and Quinky, I don't know who's worse. Probably this one. He's not the love interest. Not a love interest. The redhead narrows his eyes, looking at the blonde with anger, but doesn't say or refute anything. Instead, he chooses to look at you and cross his arms. He says, we can make the most of our time and start, so when the others arrive, we could be ready. Besides, I never get the essence, only tasty parts. What would I gain if we started earlier? You always complain that if they break too quickly. Besides, the time you take when it's your turn is eternal. Quintor said it's because you like to talk to your gift before devouring its essence. You're strange. Very strange. The one of you, that's none of your business. You wouldn't understand anyway. I know. How about we make the most of our time and do that thing you do with the gift and talk the ear off. Talk to the gift. We would have to seal the table. Call Noel to do it. Noel. In a blink of an eye, Noel materializes next to you with his gaze fixed on the blonde. His Holiness Spectrum. The tone used by Noel for the blonde Spectrum is a surly one, as if he had the aversion to just naming the blonde's title. Need something else? I want you to seal the table for a while. Hey, but I don't want you to hear what I talk about with the gift. I want privacy. And what do you propose? You could let the gift choose and summon one of your names. You assume that they're talking about you. You look directly into Noel's eyes and feel how he stares at you and practically commanding you not to refuse. Oh, we never have done this before. Sounds interesting. Well, who will you choose? I'm gonna go with Unum this time. I want to see his story, so. Well, you've done well. Now comes the hard part if you want to survive by the time the meeting begins. You must get yourself accepted as an apprentice. Otherwise, your puppet's body will be devoured. I almost forgot to tell you my name. The name's No, you can seal the table now. In a matter of seconds, Spectrum and Null disappear from sight, leaving you with Unum at the table. He gestures to you, indicating that you can take a seat in front of him. You should think a little about it. Well, we're gonna do the worst option and don't sit and escape. Because why not? Don't sit and escape, because we didn't learn the lesson last time. You're not going to kick the clown's boots. You're not going to lick the clown's boots. You have standards, darling. So Unum guy can take his strange fantasy and shove it up his butt. You're not here to be his personal clown. Period. I'm sorry, but I'm not into anyone's game. I'm not into anyone's games. Having said that, you prepare to run to where the stairs are located. There will surely be the exit nearby. When you try to run, you realize that something is wrong. You're not moving forward. It's not like you're running on a visible treadmill. Haha. Do you really think you could escape from the ceiling area? God, Mother makes her gifts sillier and sillier. I guess she hasn't explained anything to you at all. Damn, that's embarrassing. Release her creation to the butcher shop without even explaining anything to it. I wish you could see your face. Pathetic. I got sight. To your terror, Unum begins to approach, invading your personal space. Unable to run or advance further, you can only expect the worst. With one hand, Unum grabs your waist tightly, caressing your cheek with her. I won't share you with anyone. Let Spectrum come up with expiration. I don't plan to lose the essence. You feel your chest begin being broken, a hand reaching inside in search of something specific. When he finds it, you're already losing your sight. Baden, devoured by the first. Let's see. Ask for what he wants. What do you want? Just to talk and test the theory, and maybe find out if Quater says about the gifts is true. Gifts is true. What thing? Quater says that they're a combination of the six people chosen at the candle festival. You doubt Quater is right, but if they are, your puppet will be an amalgamation of different people, like ground beef. Or like Frankenstein's monster. Just thinking about it makes you sick. Well, sit down. We don't have all day. You could be in a worse situation, so sitting it for a while won't hurt. After all, your legs hurt a little from walking around so much. You sit down in front of Unum, who smiles at you from ear to ear, happy to listen to him without much complaint. When you settle on the chair, you realize, well, you're not sure what to do or say, so you have 3 options. Oh no, beg for my life sounds pretty good. Beg for your life. You decide to beg for your life like a god darn worm is the right thing to do. Clearly. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna lead to a bad end. Because you really don't know what else to do. And well, any shame has disappeared since you agreed to download this game. Count me out. To add more drama to your plea, you put your hands together to make the face of an abandoned puppy. Please, don't let them eat me. I'll do anything. Damn, you called that, boy? 10 out of 10. Sarcasm. Haha. Apparently he found it funny, and so far you didn't have any broken limbs. A small victory for you. In that, Unum takes a sweet time to respond. He honestly believes he does on purpose. because the creep decides to slowly cut the piece of meat that he had brought, and very slowly he takes it to his mouth. Anything? Yes? Be my test subject. For what? You have no choice but accept being his test subject, but you don't know whether to trust him or not. So far, he's been but nothing but take everything lightly. What guarantee do you have that he's not deceiving you? Decept, I need you to respond quickly before Spectrum asks to remove the seal. If you accept, I'll take you to my domain. What's decline? Decline. I don't want to go with you. Ha ha. As you wish. You feel presence in your pressure on your body, and you assume it's no. Suddenly, they appear in the positions they were before. Noel standing on the side of the table, and Nara sitting. Noel looks disappointed when asked how it went, and quickly understands that they haven't taken you on as apprentice. He shakes his head slowly as he looks at you. It's not long before the sound of trumpets is heard at the entrance to the dining room. Well, that means arrival. Their symbols have arrived, and everything becomes chaos when time and space mix, preventing you from fully understanding what's happening. But you're sure of one thing, and that is that they are tearing you apart with a white widow. For some strange reason, you can't help but feel it. You're not allowed to leave this world until the last piece of your body is devoured. Fingers, arms, legs, feet are torn from your body, then your organs. Hurts, but you can't scream. It burns, but you can't cry. Then your eyes stop seeing. All you can do is listen and breathe with difficulty. You hear laughter and conversations they can't understand. When it's over, the only thing you feel is Noel touching your shattered soul. You could try again if you want. Abandoned, devoured by the symbols. No matter what of the last three options, it goes to this, so accept. Alright, I'll go with you. Haha, I promise not to break you too quickly. You really have no idea what the heck you got yourself into. Maybe Spectrum would have been the better choice. Alright, when Noel removes the seal, you must stay completely still. You nod your head. But not even 3 seconds pass when you feel a strange presence in your body. You assume it must be Noel. Noel and Spectrum materialize right where you last saw them. Noel stands next to the table and Spectrum sitting beside Unum, as if they had always been there. Wow, I didn't think the gift would come out in one piece. Crats! Spectrum is interrupted by Unum, who lunges at you. If it weren't for Unum's speed, you surely would have moved to avoid him. But since your reflexes are slow compared to Unum's, you stay as still as a stone. Unum's arms wrap around you, squeezing the air out of you with how tightly he's holding you. What the? Suddenly, you stop hearing Spectrum's voice when the noise of the dining room. The sensation of hands caressing your face invites you to leave your subconscious. You open your eyes, but the light in the place prevents you. It's bothersome. You don't know how long you've been unconscious. You feel the same hands giving you gentle pats on the cheeks. Each one getting stronger as the seconds pass. One strong enough to makes you scream. We're in his bed. You open your eyes abruptly, and the first thing you see is Unum with a stupid grin. Stop it already. You scream with so much anger that Unum stops abruptly and looks at you with wide eyes. You You have pain receptors. Excellent. It seems to smell you. It seems to smell you in the is correct. It is correct. You belong to the human race. Unum's expression shows how he is. I'm not gonna try. What you don't like very much because you know from your own experiences that this doesn't lead to anything good. No more Time World, but a Time Lord, by the way. Been watching Doctor Who. He decided it's better not to let him get more aside than necessary, so you ignore him to observe your surroundings. You find yourself in bed, a bed spacious enough for 2 people, in a room that, to be honest, could belong to a king. The place is immaculate, but it doesn't look real. You like it? This will be your own room. I was thinking about it. I suppose it would be impossible to leave you in the residence of my wives. You have a whole bunch of wives? They would devour you as soon as you stepped foot in that place. Wives? Not just one, but more? You can't help but feel pity for the poor women who have this brat as their partner. Oh, they might actually like it. You never know. They might like brat taming. You feel that he probably doesn't dedicate enough time to each of them. I spoke to Spectrum, and Noel told me that Mother will make their gift so that everyone can have their part. That means you're my property now. This is my first time I have a living human in my domain. Oh, ask about Mother. Who's Mother? Mother really hasn't made you like theirs. Unum ponders before answering. Mother is the embodiment of the garden itself. This is Mother. Mother takes care of us and keeps us alive. So Mother is not like it's just Chuck. I suppose you're now understanding a little bit more. It's like a mutualist relationship. Both parties benefit. And that's why you can't have living humans. Why can't you why can't there be living humans in your domain? Unum analyzes your face for a moment before answering, as if contemplating what kind of information he will reveal to you. Noel and Mother say that they can only be humans for our consumption. Noel excuses himself by saying he can't provide any since we can only have 6 humans each month. No more than that. That's why Mother makes a gift every Sunday as a placebo, since humans' flesh is vital for our physical form, but very addictive. You're the placebo. Although, it's the first time the gift smells like a real human. It's spilling us from the screen. Well, you must be hungry. I read somewhere that humans have real meals, have meal times, and eat more than once a day. Although Spectrum also does it all the time. The times I've been in his domain, he sits at a table in the mornings, afternoons, and evenings to eat. I asked him why he does it, but he always tells me it's none of my business. Noel also does it sometimes. Maybe that's why they're both so strong. It's like, yeah, I kind of interrupted Noel's dinner time, breakfast time, who knows, it was chocolate cake. Probably dinner. I don't need it, but maybe I'll even try it now that you're here with me. For some reason, it feels kind of endearing that he's talks to you so freely, like old friend, and the fact that he's been reading information about humans makes you wonder, how long has he also been planning to have one? It makes you feel like a pet that its owner talks to after getting home from work. He's our owner. Walk behind me and don't separate. My wives like to come to my residence to relax. Okay, him talking about his wives like that, wives, kind of makes me think of Dracula and the wives. And only thing, this Buffy episode, especially since not escapes seems not to be an option for now. You don't want to die trying. He leaves the bed you are in and waits for you at the door. You get up and begin to follow Unum through the hallways. You walk so close to Unum that you're almost on his heels. They take time to reach the desired place, always under a silence that neither is comfortable nor uncomfortable. Cook something for two. You could use whatever you like. Anything here is edible. Everything here is edible. Everything's edible? I don't know how to cook. Well, here's something I don't know how to cook either. Other than unigiri. I'll wait for you in the kitchen, in the dining room. Without another word, Unum disappears from the kitchen and leaves you alone. You look around and as you inspect every corner of the place, there are countertops, pantries with food, and a refrigerator full of meat, fruits, and vegetables. You wonder why they have so much food if Unum has said he doesn't need to eat. Well, we have an escape option, so might as well escape. Escape. You're not afraid of the butthole, especially if he's delusional that you won't try to escape if he leaves you unsupervised. But it can't be that easy. You must have some way of detecting if you're doing what you're doing. You look at all possible exits, inspect the hallways that connect to the kitchen, but you don't dare venture further. To prove it, you try to go where Unum left, pretending to look for him, but there's no trace of him. You stand there thinking about what you could do, and that's when you rise beyond the dining room. There's a half-open door. Without thinking about it, and hoping that it could be a way out, you stealthily go there. You carefully take the handle to open the door completely and observe what's behind it. It's the garden. You're outside. Without waiting any longer, you run as fast as your feet can carry you. You manage to take 4 strides after exiting through the door when you fall, feeling a sting of pain under your knees. You fall and roll in the glass, and if it weren't for your arms, your face would probably be scratched up. You try to stand up urgently, but the pain is so much they can't do anything but crawl. You raise your head to understand why your legs don't respond. With terror, you realize your legs are no longer connected to your body. You scream until your throat starts to burn. Uh-oh. The female laughter joins the screams in an almost angelic chorus. His wife's. The last thing you see is how several hands are tearing you into pieces. Yeah, I should probably listen to him. Baden, you know the wives of Unum. Let's cook something simple. You rummage through the kitchen looking for ingredients to cook something simple. Nigiri, something to satisfy hunger. It doesn't take long to finish. You take the plates to the table and realize that unlike the rest of the place, the table is small and simple, where only 2 people could fit. Right here? Kinda. You sit down once Unum you sit down once Unum already has his plate in front of you. He doesn't wait for you to start eating, opting to swallow the food as soon as it's placed on the table. Okay, just thought of it. So when we were talking to him, why he doesn't need to eat? Then why was he gonna eat during the meeting with their symbols? He devours everything very quickly, making it impossible to see if you liked it or not, because his expression reflects nothing more than neutrality, as if the taste or the food itself did not interest him. Thanks for the meal. It's the only feedback you get. God, you really tried hard. Sighing, you resign yourself to eating what's on your plate. You close your eyes and put the first bite into your mouth. It's delicious. Eat slowly and without rushing. Bite after bite, you take a pause to breathe. But something doesn't leave you alone. The feeling of being watched makes your stomach turn. Your eyes travel on their own to the front, where Unum's weighing, and you confirm your suspicion. He's looking at you. It's fascinating. Your body changes at all times. It's never the same. What are you talking about? From your breathing to your heartbeat. That's not really change. It's just who I am. You look like it's not like I'm changing colors. You don't like the way he's looking at you, or the tone of his voice at all. What do you mean? I want to know more. You hear a crash. Chairs being thrown to the ground. You're not able to process what's happening until your back hits the wall and grabs you by the collar of your clothes. You don't know how long I've waited for this opportunity. If I break your chest and remove any organ other than the heart or the brain, how long will it take for your body to shut down? Well, you could take the kidney. Well, to say take the kidney, don't tell him, it'll be perfectly fine. If you take one kidney. If I remove your tongue, will you be able to keep eating or even speak? What level of damage does your body have to have in order not to be able to regenerate itself? What is that limit? There's only a few organs that can regenerate. Yeah, if you take anything, you take a kidney, it's not gonna regenerate. But you can live without it. You have to do something without one. You have to... no, not kidney. Yeah, kidney. Yeah, there's two kidneys. You have to do something before this crazy man tears you apart. Which one would lead to a bad end? Panic or fight and flee for your life? To free yourself. I'm gonna go panic and beg for my life. No, wait. Yeah, panic and beg for my life. Tears well up in your eyes from the panic that begins to form your body. As best as you can, you force your mouth to recite a plea that can save your skin. Please don't hurt me. Oh? Unum examines you closely, focusing on your eyes. You try to calm down, but it's impossible. You can't help but sob while you beg. Once you come out, tears fall in a tailspin. Tear after tear come from your eyes to run down your cheeks, then fall onto your clothes and part of Unum's arm. The redhead observes the path of your tears take, with an expression that you cannot decipher. Please, I swear that... One of Unum's hands hits your jaw, holding it tightly. What's this? Is that what I think it is? God, it's like you're screaming for me to devour you. That face you're making. I can't take anymore. Something hard pierces your chest. Little by little, you lose consciousness. Bad and crying doesn't achieve anything. Okay, now we're gonna fight and free yourself. You refuse to be killed. And with tears fraying to come out of your eyes, your legs begin to kick, and your arms try to push him away. Sometimes make contact with the redhead's body, but he's not affected by it. Like it doesn't hurt at all. One of your arms aims right to his face, but Unum stops it effortlessly. Looks at you, completely serious, as you squirm under his grip. Due to a strange shift in mood, his mouth is dangerously close to your arm, so close they can feel the heat of his lips brushing against your skin. You mentally prepare yourself for him to tear off a limb with his own teeth. Ha! And that's what he's gonna do? From here, I could hear your heartbeat. Is that what they call a pulse? A pulse? Awesome. Though, I don't like substance. It's not like the substance you're releasing now. It's all over your body now. Just like that, Unum lets you go, and you fall to the ground. You stand there, not moving a single muscle, staring at Unum in terror. Now I understand why Noel avoids stressing humans. He puts both hands on his hips and sighs. Sorry, Wyan. I didn't mean to scare you. It's just that not having Ian at the hotel, I'm really hungry. So, no, you were eating. He doesn't have to say it specifically for you to know that he means he could eat you in the hotel. And you assume that he couldn't eat the replacement that Mother gave to theirs. Probably because he was staying here with you. I've been waiting more than a week for placebo, and there are 14 days until the next candle festival. Are you still hungry? But you just ate. You just ate something. How could you be hungry? Well, I don't think it filled him up. That food I have doesn't take away my hunger, nor does it taste like anything. Unum sees that you look at him, suddenly asking the reason why he has food in the kitchen, clears his throat before responding with some shame. My wives, on their hand, like to cook, and I like to watch them do it, so I'm not complaining. While Unum speaks, you try to calm your nerves, curly entity in front of you is unstable, or at least comes unstable when he becomes decided. Yeah, I can tell. But you have no choice but to continue and adapt to survive. Since escape is not an option at this point, although you'd like to know what your true purpose is here. About becoming your test subject? We could talk about in the morning, tomorrow. No, you say firmly, you want to know if being his test subject will allow you to survive at the cost of your physical or mental health. In that case, you really prefer that he kills you once and for all. After all, you could try to survive again with Spectrum or Null. We know that we could be a Groundhog Day. If I become your test subject, I need to know in advance what test you would do. He seems uncomfortable. I read that humans can create something similar to what Creator made, but different. Oh, it's something progressive that doesn't go from nothing to everything instantly. Oh, he's talking about... You try to understand what he means, but nothing comes to mind. I think I know what something's coming to mind. I'm gonna say soul baby, because his aspiration is somewhat vague. Unum, seeing your silence, looks away, and you realize that his ears are red, and you doubt it's from rage. Let's talk tomorrow. I'll close the residence, so no one can enter. You're free to roam the place and do as you please. With that, Unum leaves you, disappearing from the place. I'm gonna explore, walk the halls, investigate the rooms, find something to defend yourself. Well, clearly we're gonna have to find something to defend ourselves. Here I have something in mind that could be used to attack Unum. It is something called the cult. So that I happen to have. You go back to the kitchen and look around the place for knives. What am I gonna do? Find an angel blade? Once you find them, you choose the biggest and sharpest one, and you keep it inside your clothes. You hope it will work against Unum. Investigate the rooms. Many of the rooms inside the residence are locked. No matter how hard you try, you can't open their doors. Although there are some that are open, they don't have anything interesting inside. You feel that at some point you reach the room where Unum is, because the one looks different from theirs. But when you try open it, nothing happens. You can't go in. Walk the halls. You walk through all the halls that are available to the residents, but there's a few windows, but no possibility of going out of them because they're barred. The halls are full of paintings that focus on showing the human figure in their everyday life. If you were in a museum, it would be very interesting, but now it makes you uncomfortable. It's very religious ones, too. Actually, more so. And it does remind me of the museum, because the one museum that I've been to in my town, my city, does have it, but it's in the university. So you focus on, I think there's actually an actual museum somewhere too, but I've only been in the university one. So you focus on looking at everything but the paintings. For example, the doors. Many of the doors are blocked, so you can't venture beyond the hallways. Go to your room. You decide it's time to call it a day. Resting in the room Unum gave you doesn't seem like a bad idea. Tomorrow will be a new day. You lie in bed and try to fall asleep. It takes you a little, but in the end you manage to sleep. You don't dream about anything. You open your eyes heavily. You look like you haven't been able to rest at all. No, you're finally awake. His voice makes your eyes focus. Oh, he's here again, and he gave us food. You find him sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at you with wide eyes. I made you morning food. What is it? Question mark. I'll just take the apple. With a smile full of sharp teeth, Unum presents you with a tray of fruit, and poorly made copy of what you prepared yesterday. Unum looks proud to show off the breakfast, but the more you look at what he has in his hands, the more imperfections you see. I mean, it could be worse. You can't tell. You could tell he has no idea how to prepare food. He's not the only Yandere. Look up you, Peter. At least Unum has the excuse that he's not exactly human. Unum offers you the tray, and you must make a decision. What's the worst that could happen if we accept and eat it? You don't have the heart to reject him. With fear, you prepare to eat what you have on the tray. The fruit clearly won't taste bad, but Unum has cooked instead. Regardless of what it tastes like or looks like, you're going to eat it. You try to put your best face when you eat it, but the taste of this stuff makes it difficult. But you have to because Unum looks at you with a smile from ear to ear while you eat. Could be worse. But The free, one out of 10. You stay in the bed after a few minutes, Unum at the foot of the bed, and you look out the barred window. Dune has come to visit. What the hell is Dune? You have no idea, but apparently Unum is incapable of remaining silent for a long period of time. And he has that need to explain himself whenever he can. He also does not want to keep anything to himself. She passed me the leftover placebo that Mother brought at the hotel. Therefore, we'll be able to carry out the experiment without problems. What's this? What is this experiment? I want to create a hybrid. He wants to create a baby. He wants to create a soul baby. A what? You jump out of bed because of the bizarreness of the situation. I have read that humans go through a cycle that keeps them constantly changing, and thanks to that, they are able to produce offspring. Well, we might need to sit him down. And the results are beings that are not an exact copy of them. Well, tell that to my mom. To me and my mom. I look exactly like her. Nearly. Actually, no, exactly like her. Didn't take anything from my dad. Unlike us, no matter how many times I try, our compulsion does not allow us to create descendants of our own. Then I started reading the documents that Spectrum has on humans. And there's a data of a birth that occurred on a Sunday. Son of Spectrum and a human. Oh, Spectrum had a kid already. No wonder he likes talking. Unum approaches you as he could take your hands and covers them with his own. Is prodding your capacity. You can't believe it. If you accept, I swear I will take care of you, and you will live with all possible comforts. Please. Well, remember our knife we got? We're gonna go ghost face on him. So stab Unum. Stabby, stabby. Filling with your hand, you look at the knife that is kept under your clothes. I kind of feel bad for doing this. When you feel it, you stop breathing and grab the handle of the knife and stab him in the head with all your strength. He stops moving, going completely still. He knows how the knife has landed perfectly in the redhead's head, even going through the skull. Unum still doesn't move, so you assume he's dead. You release all the air you had in your lungs and try to move the knife from Unum's lifeless body. It's stuck. Oh, no, he's alive. One hand covers the grip of your knife, and pulling hard distracts it. Ah. Seeing Unum alive and without a trace of red at the sight of the wound is a shocking image. Even more so that emanates from a place where the knife impacted is a golden liquid. You really thought that was going to help you? Well, I should have gotten the colt. Pathetic. With the same knife, Unum decides to finish you without hesitation. In the same place where you attacked him, on the head, you lose your life instantly. Bad end, don't play with knives. Decline. I can't. You say as quietly as possible, afraid of how he might react. But he won't do it, not even because your life is at stake. His hands release you slowly, and for a moment. Sorry, I had a sneeze. His hands release you slowly, and for a moment, Unum has a serious expression. Okay. You can't believe it. Has it worked? Will you really leave you alone? Will you be able to get out of here then? I see I have no more reasons to keep you here. And I'm not hungry anymore. You can go. Just freedom? Okay, freedom. Unum walks you to the front door, staying in front of you the whole time. He doesn't look upset or anything, but he also doesn't have the light attitude that he had since you met him. It's strange to see him so calm. He opens the door for you and invites you out. Something's wrong, but you cling to the belief that you're steps away from your freedom. With your head down, you walk for the doorway, and Unum closes the door without saying anything. Now you're outside. You're about 10 steps out the door when you fall, feeling a stabbing pain beneath your knees. You fall and roll to the glass, and if it weren't for your arms, your face would probably be scratched up. You try to stand up urgently, but the pain is too much that you can't do anything but crawl. You raise your head to understand why your legs will respond. With terror, you realize your legs are no longer connected to your body. I think we're having deja vu. You scream until your throat starts to burn. Yep, deja vu. And the venom laughter joins the screams in almost angelic chorus. The last thing you see is how several hands are tearing you to pieces. Unum let you die. Well, because there are two options linked to the bad end, we have to accept. You don't know what you're getting into. You have no idea what the procedure will be like. Well, I kind of figure what it will be like. But under the promise that you can live, you'll do anything. Okay, let's do it. Unum looks at you with his mouth open, processing what just came out of your mouth. And as if the light bulb went off inside his head, Unum grabs your cheeks and crashes his mouth into yours. His hands begin to gradually move down your body, from your cheeks to your hips and thighs. I love you. Oh, and he has the hard eyes. Wow, stop. He's going very fast. I mean, more faster than some of our Yanders. And just to invalidate his redhead feeling. Oh no, that's just Yandere behavior. Never mind, scratch that. And not to invalidate the redhead's feelings or words, but you don't think he means it. Probably not. He probably just watched another movie. He's only known you for a few days. He's a Yandere, so in a few days, that's a lifetime for some Yanders. I warned you since I saw you in the hotel. I love you so much. Damn, he's crazy, but you like that. You like that he's crazy because we like Yanders. Then suddenly, Unum stops. Ah, crap. I forgot about consent. I think it's something important for you humans. Yeah, very important. Indeed, it's a porn. You have to give him points for keeping that in mind. Can we proceed? I'm gonna ask. You think you two are probably not thinking the same thing, so you decide to ask with some embarrassment. How would you do it? It's very easy. From what I read, Spectrum preferred to use this mode. I must combine your soul with mine. So soul, baby. Unum slowly runs his hands across his chest and gently removes something shiny from it. A transparent or a spear dripping with a gold-like liquid. I have to place this inside your chest and then remove it. It's my essence. So we can do this. So we must do it carefully. He says, smiling tenderly. It won't hurt. I don't think we learned our lesson with our knife because use a knife to break the essence. He tacked the spear and that Unum holds in his hand. He falls to the ground, and you just watch, not believing it worked. A few seconds pass and Unum still doesn't move. Ah, you are the first to eject him. He doesn't even accept that. Good job. And good end? Guarantee I'm not the only one. It's Ghost Face. Ghost Face happy. So we must accept. You're sure? I mean, it's gonna be making a soul baby. Yes, I consent. Was spectum a while ago. Consoled was our septum a while ago. And she said it's not dangerous because it's just a small exchange. It will combine both genes to form a new one. A demigod, descended from a symbol and a human. Out of Unum's words, calm you down a little. There's something that still bothers you from the beginning. Like, oh, I don't have to worry about this. I'm just gonna. I don't want to get pregnant. Unum looks at you strangely. Is that when female humans carry the baby? You nod your head, and Unum does nothing but laugh. Whatever you are biologically capable of or incapable of carrying a baby in your body, I don't want to take the risk of losing you. Not even putting you through that process. Aww. That's kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet. Septum explained it to me, and it takes a long time. 9 months, give or take. The offspring will be cultivated within the new essence. Within the new essence that will be formed, it won't affect your body or mine. After saying that, Unum asked once more and used calmly accepted again. Just as gently, Unum places the hand that has its essence on your chest and applies pressure. The place where he's pressing on your starts to feel hot, not to the point of burning or pain, but not hot nevertheless. Until something inside you opens, allowing Unum to press down through your chest. Does it hurt? He asks, scared. He tries to remove his hand, but you stop him. No, it just feels strange. Just a little more. Hang in there. You both stand there for a long time, and you wonder how much longer it takes for this change of essence to end. Meanwhile, Unum observes your features with fascination. There's a moment when you feel like your chest starts to burn. It hurts a little, but you endure it. There, that's it. Unum moves his hand from your body. That purposely gold-like color essence now taking another color. Unum examines it before giving you a smile that shows all its teeth. With great care, he places the essence in your hands, exacting a large part of it to form two, one gold, and the one you have in your hands, a beautiful red color. You observe it for a long time, and you can notice how there are movements within the essence. Something is forming. Unum, for his part, places his essence back in his chest, guarding it. He'll place the baby in a safe room. He warns you before taking the baby from your hands and carrying them out of the room. In a way, you feel the whole situation is bizarre. But we have a baby now. A soul baby. Just not with Casper. Your body feels heavy, as if you had run 4 kilometer run without rest. It's strange, like he's taking out part of your body, an important part, but you're complete. There's nothing missing. Is there? If you want, you can rest here for a while, Unum says as he peers back in the room and settles into bed. You decide to lie down for a while, and without realizing it, you close your eyes for a moment. I see that you have Ian not you have Ian, his horrible cooking. Inside you, there's a poison spreading little by little. Sorry, I can't control it. Control how my fruits are consumed. Unum is an idiot. You wake up suddenly, feeling a drop of cold sweat running down your neck. And the first thing you see is Unum looking at you closely, almost suspecting you. Breathing in constant. Your breathing is constant when you rest. Impressive. No, mine isn't. Honestly, you'd rather him have these kind of comments than have him freak out for 5 minutes, wanting to break you into pieces, discover how your body works. Have you been watching me the whole while I sleep? Yes. Is it forbidden to do so? It's kinda, no, but could be weird. But then again, a lot of Yanderes do it. You stop when you feel your stomach turn. Something inside you burns. You get up quickly, thinking you'll throw up. But the only thing that comes out of your mouth are red pellets mixed with blood. What? You look closely at them. They seem to have a strange looking symbol. What's that? Don't have time to think for a moment because a coughing fit stopped you. Something scratches your throat. Lion, don't tell me you gave them food. Alina? Unum, I heard from Agus and Solus that you have been preparing food without doing the ritual. What? You have to call Spectrum. Spectrum if you don't want this thing to die. But Spectrum is in the church. You're right. What about Quinku? He's mad at me. I'm sure he'll come. You're not understanding anything. And your body doesn't ask for anything more than expel what's in your throat. But even though you're coughing constantly, nothing comes out. You're choking on the petals. And you can't take any more. Careful! The woman tries to go towards you, but can't catch you when you fall to the bed on the floor. The hit strong, causing your bones to hurt. The air that enters your lungs is not enough to keep you conscious. You fall unconscious. You feel hands grab your force. Feel hands grab you by force, pulling you down, but something prevents you. And electricity runs through your body. Someone's trying to keep us alive. You open your eyes, but the light is too bright. They're going to die? Un's voice is heard in the distance. If this one dies, you'll blame me again. I already apologized. Only because Miss Agus told you to. Screams are what bring you back to life. You open your eyes, and the first thing you see is an unknown entity that has one hand holding you by the shoulders, the other hand carefully touching your stomach. What the heck did they eat? How the heck did they eat something unpurified? Him. Your stomach turns again as this entity hands gently squeeze a specific area. You can't help but drop to the ground to expel more red petals. Crap. Was it necessary to purify the food? Are you missing neurons or something? It's like, yeah, this is what happens. Trina had said a million times about what is happening to her fruits, and you have no idea? Your wives need to eat, and you have no idea? I don't know how to cook. They're the ones who cook. So I don't know what that you have to purify food. You're so frickin' stupid. Can you be our elevators too? Your eyeballs can't stay open. You stop listening to what's happening and roll back into deep sleep. In the process of elaboration, you have to wait a bit to find out how this ends. Oh yeah, because I'm gonna still play Act 2. Act 2. So if you like my content, please subscribe, like the little bell, and comment down below. See you guys next time.